Let's answer some exercises from this worksheet, translate postfix to prefix notation worksheet 1. Given a postfix expression and having to go the whole way to prefix, please convert it to infix in between. So the first step of this two-step problem is to go in that direction right there. So given this postfix expression, I recommend that you fully parenthesize it. There might be other quicker ways to do it that work sometimes, but not other times if you're not careful. This tends to be the best because you're very thorough, you're very careful, and you can still do the exercises quickly. So here we go. Let's parenthesize this postfix expression. You see right away 49 plus, you could put a set of parentheses there. I'm looking for another situation where I have two operators followed by an operand. Right there's one of those situations. So I parenthesize that. I look at another place where there are two operators followed by an operand. This is an operator at this point, 49 plus. The 2 is an this is an operand, 49 plus. The 2 is an operand. Those two operands are followed by an operator, the plus. So I'm putting parentheses around that trio of participants. Okay, I see now that this whole chunk right here is an operand. This is an operand, that expression. This / division bar is an operator. So I put a set of parentheses around that combination. Finally, I'm only left with this one big operand and an outer set of parentheses there, followed by the 2, which is an operand. The exponent operator there is an operator, so I put a set of parentheses around the whole thing. I have now fully parenthesized postfix to infix. Now I need to go to each inner expression in the order of operations from inside the parentheses out and convert each inner postfix expression into its infix equivalent. I'll change my colors here and proceed. The inside of all these sets of parentheses here is this 49 plus. So I'm going to rewrite that using the middle of the paper for a nice space. I'm going to rewrite that into infix. So I've sort of exhausted that like little part right there. The next set of parentheses is this set here. I have the 2 plus. Well, this is infix. And I still like to keep parentheses around expressions to keep them as a whole. So that 2 is to the right of this red chunk. So I put a 2 over here. And that plus, which was in postfix notation, needs to go in between these two operands. So that plus is now moved there as I convert postfix into infix. As soon as I do that, don't forget, this is crucial. Add a set of parentheses around that whole expression. I've now exhausted that part of this given problem. I see this little mini expression here to the right, so I come way over here, a lot of space. I put that minus symbol in between the two operands 4 and 1. So I've now done that. Okay, so this big chunk of red and this little chunk of red, those are two operands. That division bar is an is an operator. So that division bar goes in between. Oh, but I almost forgot. As soon as I did the 4 minus 1 right here, I should have parenthesized it like that. Now when I put this division bar in here, it just slots right in there. You would have totally messed up this problem if you did not put the parentheses here. Please, please don't do this in your head. Do these problems by fully parenthesizing here. And as you convert from postfix to infix, put little sets of parentheses where you need to. So now that I've put this division in here, this whole thing is now an operand. So I put another annoying but necessary set of parentheses there. Okay, what am I left with? Let's scribble out what I've done so far. I've done all that. I'm left with this one outer set of parentheses with the 2 and the exponent operator. So the 2 goes over here, not to the left, because it's to the right here of this piece, which is to the left. So you put the 2 over here, and this exponent operator would go in between. Oh, just to be safe, put one big outer set of parentheses there. Whoa, that was exhausting. But I'm not even finished yet with exercise 1. I'm only halfway finished. I now have to go from infix to prefix. Well, somewhere else, you probably have seen a worksheet or notes on how to convert infix to prefix. This first step was postfix to infix. So now the other direction here, changing the color of my pen perhaps, and let's go and do that. So working from inside out, using the order of operations, which are really just a matter of following parentheses from inside out. This 4 plus 9 seems to be a good place to start. Keep your focus. I need to change that to prefix. So pre. That operator goes in front of its 2 operands. Hey, why not put a set of parentheses there? Now, you probably would not really need to do that. In the end, your final answer better not have any parentheses in it. Not when the final answer is in prefix, or if the final answer would be in postfix. No parentheses are allowed. But I'm going to keep the parentheses in for now just to be safe. Okay, so I've sort of done that translation there. Okay, I'm now down to this. This is infix. This operand plus that operator in the middle and that operand. That plus, we're going into prefix. Stay focused. That plus goes out here, and that 2 would go here. The whole thing is an operand now, so a set of parentheses around all that. I've now kind of finished all of this. I've now worked my way up to where I can't go any further until I deal with this little mini expression. Again, we're focused, keep converting to prefix. That minus goes in front of the 4 and the 1. Always space your problems out on the given paper. If you're on a test and you need scratch paper, ask the proctor may allow you to have practice extra paper. I move the minus out front here. That's like a little expression into itself. Now I'm, oops, sorry about that. Now I'm at the point where I have, sorry about that. I'm now to the point where I have this division bar to deal with. So that division bar, I'm converting the prefix. That division bar goes in front of these 2 operands. So it goes way over here. Let's put a set of parentheses around that whole chunk because just to be careful and safe. I have now exhausted all of that. And thank goodness I'm left to just handle this little part right here. The exponent operator 2, the 2 goes over here to the right. In prefix, so that guy goes the whole way pre in front of this whole thing. Why not add a set of parentheses just to surround the whole thing at the end? Now, so this is an answer that looks like it's prefix notation. But if you were to write this, say, in an ACSL test as in the final block, the grader would likely score you wrong because you have unnecessary parentheses in prefix. So simply rewrite the operators and operands in the answer area provided, being careful to preserve and keep the right order of those operators and operands from left to right. So I'm just peeling off, boom, 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 these operators and operands onto the final paper with no parentheses. It's always good to count the number of operators and the number of operands to make sure they match the original exercise. So given this original exercise, I'm counting the number of operands, in this case, numbers rather than variable names. So I'm counting the number of operands. 4, 9, 2, 4, 1, that's and 2, that's 6 operands. Down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I could even get to the level of types of operands. For example, how many 4s are there here? 2, and there are 2 here. How many 1s? There's 1 up here, and there's 1 1 here, and so on. Hey, let's also count the operators. I have a plus, plus, minus, forward slash, and exponent. That adds up to 5. There should always be 1 more operand than there are operators, by the way, and that is true in this case. So down here, do I have 5 operators? 1, 2, 3, 4, and stuck in here 5. Check, check, and check. How many plus symbols, by the way, do I have up here? 2, and I do have 2 plus symbols down here. Now, if you really have time, on a test or on a worksheet kind of homework assignment, take the answer that you have and pretend maybe you take an hour break in between. And you take this given answer, which of course is prefix, and convert it back to infix, which you should end up with this. No, I'm sorry, you should end up with this red a step right here. And then as another safety check, convert that infix. Hopefully you get the right scratch mark that you had earlier when you had done the problem in the forward direction, and convert that to the original postfix. This is a two-step problem in itself. Checking it would be a two-step check backwards, if you will. And this is really good practice. Getting used to this formal process, fully parenthesizing things, spreading out your work, writing neatly. It's tedious. Some people think they can do all this in their head. Maybe they can under extreme time pressure, but probably only after a lot of careful practice like this. Okay, good luck with these other two exercises on this particular worksheet. I'm going to go real fast and not explain as I go. You could watch this and hopefully I'm getting these correct as I do them. Exercise 2, parenthesizing. First step, parenthesizing. This looks like it's a, this looks like, oh, that's tricky. That outer set of parentheses goes there. This one goes here. So now it's fully parenthesized. I convert to the intermediate step infix, spreading out my paper as I go, adding parentheses as I go. And, oh, this is a little tricky here. But that is my infix. I've now finished the first half of this exercise. I now need to change this into prefix. Changing color here. Prefix, prefix, stay focused. Keep the parentheses going as I go. Stay focused. Do the little mini parts as I go. Adding parentheses as I go. And there we have it. There is the final answer in prefix. There's an operator out at the beginning that proves that you're in prefix. There is no operator at the end that further check that you're prefix. Writing the final answer, it should be above the line here. This worksheet, at least this version, is a little bogus there, but I'll fix that later. So peeling off, I really hope I did that correctly. It was fast. Contact me if it seems to be a wrong answer. You could always check this work. I'm not going to check the work in this relatively short video. I am counting here 5 operands and 4 operators. Check. That's the answer I'm going with. Exercise 3, fully parenthesizing this postfix. Oh, that's postfix. Make sure that you're not putting parentheses around little prefix sections. Oh, this is a tricky one. Stay focused here. You're looking for an operator followed by 2 operands. Here are 2 operands followed by this division bar. I gotta stay focused here. I don't have a lot of space to write this. Maybe you want to rewrite this in a more spread out way so you can slip your parentheses in here, especially if you have like a fat pencil that's not sharpened. There is a set of parentheses there. I'm going to use a square bracket just to be careful that I'm matching things up. And this is a larger square bracket here, so I know which square bracket matches which. And I might have just messed up there. So I'm going to wing this to keep this video short and hope that I can rewrite all this with the right intermediate step of infix. So keep in mind, I'm going from postfix to infix. 3 plus 5, little mini set of parentheses there. 6 minus 2, little mini set of parentheses. That division bar is in between there, a little set of parentheses, larger set of parentheses actually. I've now sort of exhausted all of that. I have a 3 raised to the 2nd power. So I put that over there with some parentheses around it. Don't use this notation here with raising superscripts when you're doing these exercises. I find that that's possibly confusing and throws you off. Okay, we have a 9 times 3 sandwiched in there, but then this minus goes in between. Ooh, this minus goes in between here, so I need to make sure I put parentheses there and put the minus there. Now there's another set of parentheses auto-magically put there. And this minus is going in between here if you're being very careful. Rewatch this video in slow motion if you need to. An outer set of parentheses around that subtraction part. Divide all this, divide by 3. Don't just suddenly do this. That would totally throw my system off here of staying, I guess, horizontal, if you want to think of it that way. So again, back to that division bar, divided by 3. And that division of 3 is wrapped around, I am not clear now what is being multiplied in the tail end. That division by 3 is this part, and I believe there should have been a minus. Oh, the minus is already taken care of. So I see that in this original exercise, this is something that you might figure out on your own with doing enough exercises. I have 2 subtractions here. Right now I have 3 subtractions. This probably should have been well, that's not there. And this star that I'm left with at the end, I think that goes in there at this point. Somewhere I just got an extra subtraction. So I have 2 subtraction symbols, to be clear, and I do have 2 subtractions. Let's hope that this is correct. Keep in mind, if you're watching this video, that it might be incorrect from this point on. So I am now going to convert this infix into prefix, and using, say, the color black. So I'm converting to prefix, plus 3, 5. And see how I converted there? That was pretty slick. Okay, putting a little set of parentheses there. Convert this to prefix, minus 6, 2. Parenthesizing that. This division bar goes there, a little set of parentheses. Okay, now I got to work the right-hand side. This has to wait because of this outer set of parentheses here with after this multiplication. And that's just got to wait, that star. Hold it. Okay, this needs to go into prefix with its own little set of parentheses, little prefix action there. Now that minus goes in front of all of this, a set of parentheses there. And that division by 3, that division bar gets squeezed right in there with the 3 there and a set of parentheses. I know this is a little sloppy, but I know my own handwriting, I hope. And now I'm left with a star, and the star needs to go way out in front because we're trying to go to prefix, and the star is in front of this operand, and then this set of parentheses here is the other operand. So maybe put 1 set of parentheses around the whole darn thing. And I've now got to my partial answer of prefix, and I need to record it on the answer area without parentheses. Peeling off these symbols and writing neatly so that the person grading this can tell your handwriting here, because this is the final step. We know that all of these are single digits. That's not the number 62. It's really just a 6 and a 2. I don't bring down the parentheses. Hopefully you don't think one of your parentheses symbols is an actual number, like the number 1. Try to be neat and focused. Count at the end here, just to be quick and check. The number of operators should be 1 less than the number of operands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 operators. That should be 1 less than. There should be an 8 here. Let's count. 3 and 5, 6 and 2, 3, 2, 9, 3, 3. That is 9. They should be different by just 1. Let's recount the operators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's recount the operands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh, I'm rechecking up here to make sure. Now, in the original exercise, how many threes do I have? 4 threes. Down here, I have 4 threes. How many sixes do I have? Actually, it's probably an operator that we're short, so I'm counting the operators first. I probably should have 8. How many pluses up here? 1. I have 1 plus. How many subtraction symbols? 2. Down here, I have 2. How many division bars? 2. Uh-oh, I only have 1 division bar here. So where did I lose a division bar? Here's a division bar. I don't see another one. Now, up here in the red, there were 2 division bars. So it looks like this one went to there. This one, at the very end, never got used. So that star, which came out front, should have been, there should have been a division bar in between. That was a division bar. And then the star went somewhere else. So you saw me make a mistake. That division bar should have been out front in this area. And there would be a efficient way to figure this out. I am going to leave it there, and please check this and let me know if you ever listen this far in the video where I made the mistake, and perhaps send me this exercise in some kind of annotation form so that I can correct this video. Thank you for paying attention, and good luck.